Welcome to the last potential session of Fridays at 4. I think most of yay. All right. I think most of you know the rules. I'll just mute everyone just to make it simple. And then when you're ready, you're always welcome to unmute yourself. You're always welcome to interrupt. I can only see 4 camera feeds at a time. So if you're sitting there raising your hand, I might not see you. So feel free to shout something out. Same if you raise your digital hand, I might not see that. I will open the chat, but you can type in the chat if you have a question and you don't feel like you can interrupt. I get that. Or if you just have something helpful, type in the chat. If you have something helpful, anybody's welcome to share that with everybody. Let's see, your faces are not in the video, but your audio will be. I can cut out anything awful we say. 30 minutes, plus or minus. I'll stick around for an hour. All right, stupid cute stuff. Is it stupid cute, or is it cute? I don't know. There's a couple jokes in there, if you can find them. But it's fun, so why not? So I don't think we can get to all of these things because that's a lot of stuff. But I've got directions and some tips and things, and we'll just see where we go. The first one was finding transparent images with a transparent background. So sometimes you're looking for that transparent background. And an easy way to do that is when you search for cake, that's what I had on my mind today. Under images, you can go to tools. And then once you hit tools, this section here pops up, size, color, and so on. You won't see that until you hit tools. Then you can hit the color and then do the drop-down menu and click transparent. And so these are cakes that have the transparent background. It doesn't mean that the cake itself is transparent. It just means the background is transparent. And sometimes it's not perfect, but it's a great start to get you a transparent background. So while we're on the subject of extra tools, usage rights. So we should use things that are with appropriate usage and copyright rights. And if we wanted to do that, you could actually, instead of changing the color to transparent, you could say, okay, I want things for reuse. And that's going to narrow your image pool. And then you know you actually have rights to reuse that image. I know students, and sometimes myself alike, think that if it's there, it's free for everyone. But that's not the case. Especially, if you're playing around with profits, you want to make sure you're definitely using the right stuff. And there are other websites that you can go to make sure that you get legal images. But for me, this is plenty for image searching. Okay, and since we're talking about searching, one more thing. Did you know that you can tell it to only give you certain file types when you search for things? So I'm always looking for something and I'll about layers of the earth and I'll type PDF in the search bar. I think I'm being so smart. I don't have to do that. I can do something else. So I can do an advanced search. And you may be thinking, well, how do you do that? Okay, so that's going to be under settings. And you'll go to advanced. And then file type is here. And so I guess this was a drop up menu that popped up here. And the two that I'd most be interested in are a PDF or a PowerPoint. And so it's specifically going to give you those files. It's nice, but I haven't used it enough times to have it embedded in my brain to do this every time I want to search for something. I haven't made it a habit yet, but it's kind of cool to know that it's there, as well as all of these other things that might be there. So questions about some advanced searching tools? Okay. These are some wonderful images of my dog, Bo. And in order to make these, I had to remove the background that was around her. There are different ways to do this. I didn't know this, but I've recently found out from a coworker that you can actually do it in Word. You can remove backgrounds. Huh, I know. I mostly use my Chromebook, so I'm not really a big Word user these days. Turns out there's also a pretty easy way to do it on a Mac. I don't have that either. There are tons of websites that you can use. These are 2 websites that I have used, and I have a picture, obviously, of my dog that I would like to remove the background of. Okay. Photo scissors. I'll go to upload an image. I already had it saved on my desktop, so I knew where to find it. Okay. Check, it's ready to go. And it opens it up for me already. And it says, hey, do you want to remove it like this? And I say, no, thank you. And so I can go in here and I can make little marks and say, okay, let's remove this cord, or let's, yeah, get rid of that. That's some more of the little carpet mat thing. I can clean that up. And then you see the preview on the other side. And I could zoom in by using these features here. And so maybe I really want to make sure that I get all her little fur. And I go, oh no, that's not right. Then you can hit the undo button. Okay. These are the only tools. So that's the good news, right? Short learning curve. You click something, it doesn't look right. You always still have your original photo. You've got the undo button. What do you do when it's to your liking? Floppy disk for saving. I do not want to register, so I'm just going to do low resolution, no purchase required. That's it. It just downloaded right here. So I could throw her in this presentation if I wanted to. Okay. What does the other one look like? Well, let's find out. I think they're about the same level of difficulty. I don't know which one I like better. I think I may have had to actually log in for one of these, but I don't remember much of anything. I saw a picture of a coworker's dog. I planned on, playing around with that image sooner than later. So yeah, they kind of use their algorithms. They know what they're doing. Is this your dog? Yeah. Is this how you want it cut? Sure. And I can click download, and it just downloaded right there. I didn't even have to log in. Nice enough. Okay. I'm not doing like world-class art projects, so that is totally good enough for me. To put my friends' dogs on Mr. Rogers' body, or my friends' heads on like people in Lederhosen, hypothetically. Okay. Next. Oh, if you're curious, where did I get these canvases from? I did some extensive internet searching to find canvases without heads. And then I just dropped Bo's head on all of those. So that was actually kind of hard because you can pay like $40 to have them make a picture like this of your dog. And I'm not doing that. I did the editing in Google Drawing. And so underrated Google Drawing. It's basically a blank canvas. Something cool is you can embed them within a Google Doc. Depending on what you're doing with kids, that could be helpful. Sometimes I have them label a picture or sort some words or do some graphic organizer stuff. And I've linked up at least 30 graphic organizers here that are pre-made. So just make a copy like any old doc. Here's an example. Oh, what do I say here? I use drawings for images. I still use slides for flyers. They function the same way for making a one slide thing, but I just use these for pictures. Okay, so here's something I made. May 4th Star Wars thing. Clearly I'm not a fan because I had to think about it too long. Miss Rich is very excited about Google Slides these days, so I found this picture on the internet. Someone had posted it for May 4th, and I went ahead and stole that. And then I have some image, what are these called? These are called text boxes. And then me and Mrs. Rich's heads. I removed the background. You know how I did that. And ta-da! There we are. Oh, I'm sure maybe you want to read it, so I'll quit moving. Okay. Again, cool, dumb stuff. File, download as JPEG, PNG, SVG. If you don't know the difference between them, it doesn't matter. You have 3 options. If you do know the difference and you're looking for a certain one, well, you know which one to grab. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I remember how they're different. Sometimes I don't. When I download flyers from Google Slides, you have the exact 3 same options. So that's the way that they're very similar. Sometimes I forget about this and I want to try an embedded drawing in a Google slide, but you can't. And there's no point because it's like one big canvas anyway. Okay. So what would you do if you really wanted that graphic organizer? Just copy all the things. You might not know what I just did. So you can copy multiple things at the same time. I'm going to click here. My finger is still down. I've got this crosshair. I'm going to remove my finger, and now I have highlighted multiple things at the same time. It can be particularly helpful when you're moving things together, or maybe you're making a crossword and you have a million text boxes, and you just paste those like so. Questions about drawing. This is a little icon. You access it in the waffle, the same way that you get to other things. Maybe it's farther down. I don't know. If you're in Drive, you can just say new, and then one of your options is drawing. Maybe you ignored it this whole time, and you just said new doc. New. Thinking about it, considering. Man, this is hard to watch. This be so slow. Okay, whoo. And then more. Sure enough, there's drawing. Okay. As well as a bunch of other things that we can ignore. So that was number 3, Google Drawing. This is a great video. Complete beginners, ed tech style for teachers. So could be a good video to watch with some tutorials. I only watched a couple minutes of it and I was already learning something. Okay, animated GIFs. That's ridiculous, but it is an animated GIF that I have made, and that's my head in there too. Okay, so 2 animated GIF makers that I have used before, and then the last one is complicated. If you're already using Screencastify, and maybe you're doing like a walkthrough explaining something, you can take that video recording and make it an animated GIF. Why? I don't know. You don't want to share the thing as a video? Just forget that. Ignore that. Let's just make a simple, stupid, fun one. Okay. Animated GIF maker. I'll go here. Choose some files. I think I've got some pictures on my desktop. And we're not going for pretty. We're just going for quick. So who cares what I even add? Control click. How do I click more things at the same time? Boom. Okay, there's 2 images. It's not going to be pretty. Upload and make it GIF. I almost said GIF. It's GIF. Okay. Yeah, right. So here are the things. 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, cool. I guess I could mess around with that if I want. They're not equally sized. Do I care? Not right now. But if I wanted, I guess I could play around with all this stuff. I just ignore all this and say, make it. Yeah, let's see what happens. And there's my gift. That's horrible, right? I don't even want to look at that any longer. So let's go to 40 seconds. If you're curious what this map is, there's that drive today where we hope people won't hit each other's cars. I made a map of it. So, okay, that's a little more manageable. But you get to control those parameters. Say you don't need to have them be two separate times. You could also change it down here and play around with it like that. And when you're ready, you can use this stuff or not, or save it. And look, it just downloaded. Done. Okay. Oh, that flashing is awful. So there's one way. Back to the slides. There was a second link, and it works on the same premise. Upload some pictures, tell it how long, it sticks them together, then you download it. Choose your photo. Okay. Or choose your video. I don't know. Okay. Let's just click that, and we'll click that. Sure. Log in. Oh, gross. Okay, so I guess that one I did make an account for. I don't want to mess with that right now. So maybe the first one is your friend. Okay. And then there are just a ton of websites to do this. So there's that. Questions about animated GIF making?
Oh. Giphy has an app on your phone too, if you would like to do it that route via the desktop. I just discovered yesterday.
What's the name of the app?
It's the Giphy.com, the website you just had up, the GIF maker.
The first one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay, Giphy.com app. And then you'd probably have to log in because that was the one. Okay.
Right. So you could use pictures on your phone without having to send them to your computer or whatever.
Fair enough. Thanks. Okay. Animated GIFs and emails. If you want to be super extra, you can put animated GIFs in your emails. All you have to do is drag it in. So let's do that. Okay, compose. I've downloaded some stuff over here. I'm going to click on it and drop the file in. It's that simple. Ugh, gross. Okay. The example that I have here is a little happy birthday thing. So I downloaded my little happy birthday animated GIF. In that one, I was on my Chromebook, and it did not download to the little bar at the bottom. So what you'll see is I opened the folder where the image was saved, and then once I have that folder open, I can just click and drag it over. Not important, not needed, but it makes me happy. So animated GIFs and emails, there you go. Oh, which one's next? I'm gonna skip around. I forgot that I cut my brother out of this picture. So let's just notice that for a moment. I was going to show you this as my example because I remembered that, oh, that's too funny. I can't even, okay. A friend sent me this in a text message. That's me. Oh my gosh, I know. But my mom has this stain on her shirt. So I took it out. This is a free Photoshop, okay? So sometimes I'll be in my drive and I'll go to open an image and it says, do you want to open it with this editing thing? And it never works for me. But if I go to the link first, I'm good. Once upon a time, I knew how to use Photoshop. This is like free Photoshop. I don't know how to do all the things, but I knew enough to get that stain off my mother's shirt and get my brother out of the picture. So you can do that. A coworker of ours had a thing on her forehead, and it was her graduation photo, and that thing's not going to be there forever. So I erased it and sent it back to her. That's nice. Okay. Number 6, Bitmojis. All right. Now, maybe you have one of these that you've already made yourself a Bitmoji. It was popular a few years ago. Well, all these teachers that are working from home have discovered Bitmojis. And there's a corner of the internet, insane. Let's go there. So first thing, you have to make your person in the app. So the app on your phone, app on an iPad that you may have, go there, do that. Second option, you can add a Chrome extension. So up here at the top, what is this shape? That's an arrow. That's my extension for Screencastify. If I click these 3 dots, we'll see more extensions, including my Bitmoji extension. Let's click on it. So if I'm working on a PowerPoint and I just think it needs a little something, I can literally just click and drag it over. See all the dumb uses for that? Yeah, okay. Additionally, because I've added that Chrome add-on, I can also do that with my email very easily. So let's just get rid of that. Okay. We're still in my email, and then, oh, there's my little head. So it's already there because of that Chrome extension. And then I can click on it, and maybe I send you a happy birthday card. My favorite to send people is the one of me laying on a unicorn. You may get this soon in your future. Okay, so, and then you can make it larger, hypothetically. Oh gosh, now I need to know why it's not working. I must know why, right? No, I don't. I just want to. Whatever, I can sometimes, I promise. Doesn't matter right now. Back to the slide. Okay, so there's the extension. There's a Facebook group. What? How many people? It's stupid. How many? 48,000 members in this Bitmoji teacher Facebook group. The first thing they learned was how to make a banner to put atop their Google Classrooms. And then every day, every hour, there was a new teacher posting this awesome customized banner. They were too much. Extra, extra, extra. Too far. And then I saw this. Okay, so you can get on that. It's pretty nuts, but it's fun to make, yourself a little character. That's all some of the fun, stupid stuff I do with the internet. Questions? You want to know how to use the Photoshop or... See, this is normal. That's a normal use of Bitmojis. Yeah.
When you did the thing with you and Donna and the Star Wars thing, how did you position the heads right and then lay the backgrounds together? I don't even understand.
No problem. Okay, so this is my head, and we can double click on that. And the original picture had me and Donna side by side, looking cute. And so I knew that I was going to use the same picture for both her head and my head. So I removed everything else, but I kept us in the same image when I downloaded it. And then double click to crop. I cropped her out. And then, so what, originally it was like straight, but that does not look good on this gentleman. So I just took this and turned it to And then I'm like, okay, maybe my head's a little smaller. Do I need his beard? You know, definitely not graphic design school way, but good enough for me.
So the background's already there, and then you just drop your head, and that extra space is automatically transparent.
Yes. And
Okay.
that is the whole point of those websites, is to make the background transparent, or make whatever you want to make transparent. Maybe I wanted to keep the original photo of me and Donna, and she doesn't want to be my friend anymore, and she just wanted to make my face clear and put somebody else's head in there. So you get to decide. It doesn't have to be the background that you are making clear, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
Thank you.